Hello everyone, hope you have a nice day. Today our topic is positive mindset in negative situation. Negative situations happen all the time. We cannot avoid them. So how can we counteract their negative effect on our lives and our attitude? Every negative situation is a chance to practice a valuable skill, self compassion. The amount of self compassion we show ourselves is directly proportionate to our quality of life. If we are able to practice self compassion, we are more likely to be resilient in the face of challenging situations, and we are more likely to take risks that further our personal and professional development. We are also more likely to take steps to amend any role that we played in creating the negative situation in the first place. Self compassion is not the same as giving yourself a free ride or not taking responsibility for your actions. Instead, it's about accepting that you are a human being with human experience. Learning the power of positive thinking helps us stay positive even in the midst of strategy. So, learning how to stay positive in negative situations is invaluable in leading in a healthy lifestyle. It's important to have a positive support group that will help each member through difficult times. Notice that I said a positive support group. Surrounding yourself with positive people will help you stay positive when in a negative situation. There are plenty of negative peoples out there. Avoid them. Their negative attitudes will only bring you down and be counterproductive to what you are trying to achieve by practicing positive thinking in your life. Actively acknowledging what you are grateful for will help you to always have a grateful mind and heart even when bad things happen. Retrain your brain to stop doing that to yourself. The more you talk negatively to yourself, the more that negatively will become a part of you. Instead, practice the power of positive thinking. Anytime a negative thought comes into your mind, replace it with a positive one. At some points, this will become more natural as your brain automatically turns a negative into a positive. Although it might not feel like it at the time, most negative situations contains a learning experience. If you are going through the discomfort and pain of dealing with a negative situations, we might as always take the opportunity to learn something from it too. Shifting your mindset and looking for the lesson in the situations is not about blaming yourself or anyone else for what's happened. Instead, the purpose of doing this is to get something positive out of the situation and hopefully to prevent it from occurring again in the future. Many of us are resistant to changes in our lives. What we must do is learn to accept that change will help. Have not you heard that the only constant in life is change? There is a lot of truth to that as we continually go through changes, whether good or bad. Accepting that changes are a part of life can help us to relax and be more accepting. Try to look for the positive aspect. For example, if you are in a bad job situation, what do you do? Accept it or try to make it better? Possibly or maybe this is the chance to make a change for yourself and look for the job you really want. We can't always control the situation that we find ourselves in, and we cannot please everyone. What we can do when we find ourselves in a negative situation is to take ownership of our actions and make amends for our mistakes also. If we find ourselves in a negative situation, trying to take responsibility for things you have no control over will only make you feel worse. It's also self defeating, as if you don't have control over something, then there is usually not much you can do to change it. Negative situations are uncomfortable, even painful at times, but how we approach these situations has a huge influence over how we experience them in our life. More tragic changes, such as death, will throw us off even worse. But when our brains are practiced on how to stay positive in negative situations, even tragedy won't destroy us. Thanks for watching my